Okay, so I need you to start by going to Drive File Stream. Please go into your shared drives. Please go into Drawing and Painting 1 and 2. And there's a zebra image. I need you to right-click on it, and you're going to copy that image, and you're going to paste it into your files by going back to Google File Stream, My Drive, and then you should go to your Manufacturing, Studio, and Design class, right-click, and please paste that in so you have a zebra. Okay. From there, you can right-click, and you can go to Open With, and you're going to open that with Adobe Photoshop. So I have to open this a little different, and open up your zebra. Okay, so the things that I'm going to have you do today is we're going to alter this zebra and use different selection methods. So the first thing that we absolutely must do is go to our background, right-click, and duplicate the layer. Okay. Keep this one locked, please. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we're going to change the color of the background, and to do that, we're going to use the wand tool. I hold down and I select Magic Wand. When I select, great, it just selected the background. Now my tolerance is 10. I'm going to put it back up to 32, which is the tolerance you have. It's still selecting it just fine, except it's getting a little weird right through here, and a little bit along his butt. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to change my tolerance to 10. You should do the same thing, and you'll notice that it selects him perfectly. From here, I'm going to choose two colors. I'm going to go with red, and I'm going to go with, let's go with that one. Okay. I'm now going to hit G for gradient. If I don't see the gradient tool, I'm going to hold down, and I'm going to select the gradient. You may have the paint bucket tool. I'm just going to drag across. Okay, and I can play with this in all different ways. These are the selections for how to do a gradient. So I can make a gradient coming from the center. I really don't like those two colors, so I'm going to go for more of a magenta. I'm going to try that, and I'm going to go with here. I'm going to swipe up. That looks a whole lot better. So please play with the gradient tool for a little bit. And I'm just going to reverse it. There we go. I like that better. Okay, so I've finished my gradient. I've gone in the background. And for simplicity's sake, I want you to hit Control-C while it is still selected, and Control-V to paste it. Okay, so if I turn off my middle layer, why is my, oh yeah, that's why. And I turn off my background layer, I have a cutout of a zebra is what I have. But I'm going to turn those back on. And for now, I'm going to have you shut off the top layer by hitting the eyeball. Okay, next, please make sure you're on the middle layer. And I want to select all the black. We're going to mess with the black on him. And there are a couple of different ways to do this. So I could start out with my magic wand, but when I click, not really doing much for me. I could put the tolerance up to 50. It's better, but really not doing the job. I could toss it up to 100. Okay, it's grabbing the full stripe now, so I'm getting somewhere. I mean, this is certainly a lot better. Ooh, there we go. Maybe. But that's really not the best way to select something. So if I hit B for brush and I start to color, you can see that I have a little bit of a problem if I'm trying to select all the white. So I'm going to hit Control Z, and I'm going to hit Control D to deselect. Other options. I could hit W for wand, go back up, and I select my quick selection tool. Well, this is just selecting too much stuff. I'm like selecting the entire zebra here. So that's not an option for this either. I could play around with it up here it's still probably going to cause a problem. So I'm going to hit Control D. I'm going to try select subject. Okay, well that's great. It selected the entire zebra. It understood that, but it's not selecting the stripes. Now I want to select the white of the stripes. So I hit Control D again. I also noticed that this part got missed. I'm not going to address that right now, but I'm going to try this. Select, color range, and I'm going to click on the stripes. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to go all the way up and see what I get. Okay, so I'm going to hit B for brush. Let's go across here. Across, what am I getting here? And it's using that gray, which isn't very effective. So I'm going to hit Control Z to go backwards. I'm going to flip these. What do I get? Okay, I've got the stripes, but I've also have additional stuff, which isn't good. So again, Control Z, back to here. And I'm going to try select color range. I'm going to click on it again, but now I'm going to drag this down. And I'm going to try right there. I've got most of the stripes. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to go with yellow, something different. I'm going to try to color in those stripes. All right. So that definitely, if I hit Control D, was not a bad selection. I mean, it did work to certainly to a large degree, and that really would be the best way to select the stripes. So I'd like you to play with that to begin with, and there are other things. I'm just going to go back a little bit to show you some other possibilities. So I hit Control Z a few times, and then I'm going to deselect. So one of the other possibilities for really getting all of that white is I could try something like this. Image, adjustments, and I'm going to go to saturation and hue. I'm going to pump up the saturation. Okay, that's not working for me. I was trying to get it so that everything went black, so I'm going to cancel that. It doesn't work. I'm going to go to image, adjustments, and I'm going to try exposure. Exposure isn't working for me. Ooh, there we go, there we go. Ooh, let's try right there. So I made them a lot more black and white. So what I'm going to try this time is going back in with the select, color range. I'm going to select the white again. I'll try that. Let's try that as a selection. And again, I'm going to choose a different color. And Control D. The question is does that look better? And this kind of gets into how important it is to be able to understand how to select things. I'm getting there. One of my other options is I can just shut off both layers. I'm going to duplicate my background again. And from here, I'm going to try to turn everything white. So I'm going to go to select, color range, and I'm going to select the black. So I have all the black selected, and now I'm going to get white. So I have white. I'm going to hit B for brush. And I in no way intended to do that. I'm going to deselect, see what I have. All right, so I would like you to play with the selection tools for the day, and please, you must turn in what you did to the zebra.